Everyone, right now I'm going to do a video on the drop D tuning and then so how it affects the chords. I think that these guitar neck diagrams are useful for taking a look at the overview when you are um, using alternate tunings or any pattern even within standard tuning and whatnot. So, for some of you who don't need the maps or whatever, prefer to just look directly at the guitar when you're doing it, that's great. I know a lot of people learn from looking at the overview, kind of like looking at a map or whatnot. So if we're going to be in drop D tuning, here I'm just using the natural notes. But if we're going to be in a drop D tuning, then this string right here, the E would go back to D. So everything would be the same as it is on the D string on the same fret. So I'll get rid of this and I'll bring into the picture uh, another copy of the D string that I had ready. And then these become our notes. Now, if we look at this, and the one advantage of drop D is that 3-string power chords are all on the same fret. So what we had here, say G D G, is now G D G. So these three in a row right here are root, fifth, root. So that's going to allow some different things on the low end. The main thing drop D does is it allows for a lower D. The lowest D on the guitar is this this D right here, the open fourth string, and it's kind of high up there. It's not very bassy. Sometimes drop D doesn't work out very well. Depends on the tension of your strings or your guitar or what have you. So, definitely use it at your discretion. Sometimes it is a pretty easy tuning to get to. We're simply dropping a whole step, but sometimes that adds like a lack of tension on that low string, and you don't get a great tone out of that string. Certain guitars are kind of more built for it than others. So if you're interested in playing a lot of drop D, you might talk to your local guitar person who repairs guitars or sets up guitars if you want a guitar that's, like feels good in drop D. And that goes really with any alternate tuning. Most guitars are built for their standard tuning. So here we have all the notes in the drop D tuning, and so it doesn't change by that much. But some things are going to be different. Like if we're used to playing chords on the low end, obviously if we play those notes in the same positions, it's not going to work out. So in this case right here, if we take the notes of our E chord, and we're going to play an E minor, for example, it would look like this. Or if it's an E major, G comes up to G sharp, and then we're playing something like this. A lot of times you can just avoid the low note and play, with the higher 5 strings. That seems, like the most sensible solution to being able to play all the chords that you already know, and then still having access to that low D. But when you take a look at it from this view right here, you see how the changes are in effect from there. So in each case now we have a fifth between these notes, whereas prior it was a fourth. And as we know, the guitar is tuned in fourths between these strings in standard tuning, and then a major third right here back to a fourth. So this adds a different shape to the chords that we're not used to seeing. But it is fun if you've done a lot of mastery of the fretboard in standard tuning. It's great to take a look at patterns as they emerge when you're using alternate tunings. I will do more videos on drop D and other alternate tunings for now, but for now, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Play with some drop D tunings and figure out your chords in those areas based on the new note positions. Take care. Have a good day.